What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and let's go through the 20 Stamina Straw Hat Islands. These are going to be the 20th anniversary Straw Hat Islands on the Japanese version One Piece Treasure Cruise. They have come back for the 21st anniversary of One Piece, and it is going to be the exact same fights over again. This time, however, you do not get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of gems as your reward. You actually only get 1 gem per difficulty, but the nothing has changed. They are just as hard as before, but now we have many more Straw Hats, including gear change gear for Luffy, new raid boss Zoros. Remember that Straw Hats have greatly boosted stats. They have all their stats boosted, and they have their cooldowns reduced at the start of a fight, so we can use them to help us get past stage 1, which is a super solid killer for a lot of things. Stage 1 of 20th anniversary Zoro is going to have 3 princess turtles, 2 dogs in the background, and 3 dogs in the back, and if any of those dogs survive, they will bind your characters and despair both your captains for ages. And you can get past this stage without getting despaired if you get perfect orbs and attack right, and you have, yeah, it's possible to get past, but you can actually just stall on one of those dogs and survive. Just look for a few recovery orbs, take that despair so that way you don't hurt them, and then stall that out. Stage 2 here, and the reason we do want to actually stall in that first stage is because we're going to need to stall that much so we can use our specials later on, because we don't want to take many hits from the princess turtles who do actually hit pretty hard. Stage 3, we want Shiryu special ready because the small Psy guy in the back there is going to poison us. So since he's going to poison us, we need Shiryu special ready for this stage, because that poison is going to start ticking really hard. The way I'm doing it here, I actually could have killed that stage to save myself from 1 tick of poison, because the preemptor here would have counted as a turn, and I will only have to take the extra poison damage from this turn. Because whenever you beat a stage, that doesn't count as a turn, or you don't take poison damage on the turn that you kill a stage. Brook has 2.2 million hit points. He prevents delay, shuffles all your orbs, and gains a 1-hit Psy orb barrier. If you use Shiryu on the first turn, you can get rid of all the guys on the outside. And Brook is a huge pain in the butt. You can actually just lose against Brook immediately here, because what Brook will do is he has a 1-hit Psy orb barrier, which doesn't sound so bad, except every other turn, he's going to shuffle all your orbs and guarantee that you will not get any Psy orbs or recovery orbs. So basically, half of the turns are completely wasted against Brook. You can not get any orbs, and you cannot do any damage to him unless you bring an orb manipulator. And we don't really have the specials to spare against Brook at this time. So it's just going to be a whole bunch of RNG. You have to wait for his special animation every single time. He yells to you with his stupid, annoying Brook voice. Look, Brook, I love you, man, but oh my goodness, is your voice so annoying on this stage. Both of the Straw Hat Islands have a very annoying stage 4 because Brook and Usopp yell at you every time they get hit. So here I got a Psy orb. We're going to take out the barrier, and then we're going to take him down. If you get a Psy orb, attack with your Dofis at the very end and you're good. Note on here in this team, I'm using Neo Int Dofi. You could use Dex Dofi as well. Both work great. Doesn't matter. The rest of this team is going to want to look like this if you're using this version, or you can use a double Doflamingo version. And that, of course, is double Legend Doflamingo. And you want to use Psy, Sugar, and someone else on that team. Side Sugar goes on that team. Teams on Game With. Check them out. Game With is a good site. Stage 5 here. Just kill the girls. Nothing special about stage 5. Take whatever recovery orbs you can. Stall as much as you can. Standard stuff. Stage 6 is versus Chopper. Chopper has 2.75 million hit points. He's going to preemptively boost his own attack for 3 turns. He's going to gain 50,000 damage threshold for a few turns, and he's going to prevent delay. We're going to be using our raid boss Zoro special to get rid of that damage threshold, and also to boost our affinity. I'm going to point raid boss Zoro on the Dex guy. You can point him on Chopper himself, but really what we want to do is get as much overkill damage as we can. Make sure Zoro hits the red guy. Make sure Dofi hits the blue guy. And that alone will be enough overkill damage, because we're going to be using our Legend Dofi special to kill Chopper here, because Chopper below 50% is going to heal back to full, and we don't have the damage to really get past that Chopper. Stage 7 Nami has 2.47 million hit points. She'll preemptively despair both of your captains for 4 turns. She'll paralyze all of your characters for 1 turn, and she'll blow away the bottom left character for 1 turn. She's going to attack every turn for 8,752, and every other turn she's going to paralyze all of your characters for 1 turn and blow away that bottom left character again. So his first turn, it's just wasted, can't really do anything with it, you take the hit. Then we're going to kill the fodder units around Nami before they attack us, getting that recovery while we can. And then we're going to hit that orb barrier on Nami whenever we get an orb. What are we looking for? Yeah, go ahead, Nami. Do your thing, girl. Lovely. Blows away again. Can't really do anything about it. No recovery orb for me. We got a Dex orb on Barto. And with a Dex orb on Barto, then we can keep it. We're really just looking for a Dex orb. And then we're going to be using... whenever we have a Dex orb, we're going to be using our Doflamingo special to move our orbs around. And then we're going to burst her down. As long as you have 1 Dex orb and a few matching orbs, at least on the Zoro. Zoro with the Straw Hat boosted stats does so much damage. Really tons of damage on the Zoro. Just himself doing 2.5 million damage. So really, if you have an orb on Zoro and a Dex orb, use your Int Dofi or your Dex Dofi, whichever raid boss Dofi you're using to kill Nami. Stage 8 Sanji has 3.2 million hit points. He'll prevent delay, and he'll heal every single turn back to full. So you have to kill Sanji in a single turn, otherwise you're not going to get past him. He attacks every 3 turns for 22,000 damage, and if you leave him alive below 20%, he'll blow away all your characters, which is bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Cavendish special, boost our orbs, making since we have orbs on our int characters. You can also use your Barto here to take a hit from Sanji and stall a second round of damage, but ideally you'll kill him on the first, second, or third turns. Whenever you've got the orbs, I recommend killing the fodder units first, killing Sanji on the second or third turns. When you got some matching orbs, just look for whatever you get. Take him out. You don't need too many matching orbs against him. The dragon has 1.5 million hit points. Not that much health, 1.5 million hit points. The first attack is going to give you all recovery orbs after he attacks. Well, he's going to give you recovery orbs for all your primary colors, so you have a tan orb like I do, you actually don't get a recovery orb there. We're going to use Barto to help stall against the dragon, because he does attack for 18,000, and try not to hurt him too much while looking for as many recovery orbs as you can. The 1.5 million hit points goes away pretty quickly as you're hitting him with all your dudes. So heal up as you can, look for matching orbs, and we're going to use our Cavendish special to burst and overkill the dragon, because we can't use Cavendish again on Zoro, because Zoro has a special interrupt where if we boost our attack, he's going to remove our buffs and also cut our health. So we can't use Cavendish again later. We have to use Cavendish now. So we want to keep the dragon as high health as possible. That way we get to attack him for more damage and end on the Zoro for more overkill damage. The more overkill damage you do here on Zoro, the easier time you'll have later. And you can possibly just straight up kill Zoro if you do enough overkill. So stall for cabbage, do overkill damage, get some good damage. Cool. Zoro has 5.5 million hit points, which if you have enough overkill, you could just kill him right here with Dofi specials. He's going to preemptively prevent delay. He's going to spare both your captains for 4 turns. He's going to give you no healing for 14 turns, gain a 10,000 damage threshold for 2 turns, and paralyze all your characters for 1 turn. We're going to be using our raid boss Zoro to get rid of that damage threshold, using our legend Luffy right away, so that way we can do as much damage as we can, or kill him. And then we're just going to, if you do not kill him, like I don't here, use your Shiryu special, or if you are worried that you're going to kill him, use your Barto special first, because just use Barto special first. And the reason you want to use your Barto special is because when Zoro dies, he's going to deal 45,000 damage and attack you as well. So use your Barto, that's very important. Use your Shiryu as well, since the 50% damage reduction does stack with Barto, so you do get the effect of both of them. 50% damage reduction and Barto's damage reduction here. And then we're going to pass a turn, keeping whatever matching orbs that we can, and use the Doflamingo ship and let raid boss Dofi specials as soon as the despair goes away. After a revive, you're still going to have the chain boost from the Dofi ship, and then kill him once again. You absolutely don't need the chain boost from Dofi's ship, but it is nice to have. If you got matching orbs, super overkill, you've done it. Not too bad at this point. Really, the scary part is stalling on the dragon and making sure you're trying to do as much overkill on the dragon as you can, so that we have an easier time against this Zoro. And don't forget, like I just said out loud, that if you use your Legend Dofi special, if you think it's going to overkill the Zoro, use your Barto first. Or just use your Barto first, because you're going to want it for those 2 turns anyways. He dies, he revives, we kill him, we get our rewards, get some cotton candies, get 1 gem. And then let's go on to the 20th anniversary Luffy Straw Hat Island. So with the Luffy Island, we're going to be using a Barto gear change gear for Luffy team. You can actually do a bunch of free-to-play teams for Luffy. Luffy is way easier than the Zoro is. With our Coliseum Kid, use Coliseum Kid special, we'll kill everyone except for the Red Princess Turtle. Makes it so easy, assuming that your kid is fully limit broken and max special. And just takes care of all those Loppins. No pain, no pain and all the gain, of course. We're going to be stalling on more Princess Turtles, taking a hit here or there, and then stalling up a little bit more. Let's just get past these early stages. Boring, snooze fest. On stage 4, Usopp. Stage 4 Usopp has 3.12 million hit points, but really the dangerous part about Usopp is surrounded by a bunch of girls who all have 250,000 hit points, and they will despair your captain for 10 turns if they survive, even if you delay them with like a Legend Usopp delay, because there is delay prevention. But even if you delay them with like a Legend Usopp delay, they will still despair your captain for 10 turns if any of them survive. So you have to kill all those girls around the Usopp. Good news though is that we have a great way to kill all the girls, and that of course is Coliseum Kid MVP once again. So we're going to be using Kuma to give us fully matching orbs, and then we're going to be using Kid to kill all the girls on the outside without any worry. Focus on the Usopp and take him down. You can totally change your Luffy to Gear 4 as well. You can pay attention to when I'm changing my Luffys. Basically, the strategy with Gear Change Gear 4 Luffy will always be, if we need to burst, we want him to be Gear 4. And then after that, we want to change back into Gear 3, so that way we can get the higher recovery orbs from Gear 3. Because if you are Gear 3 Luffy, like I am right now, then you will get a higher chance of gaining recovery orbs, which we want so we can stall. On stage 5, we're still going to have Kid special on, because there's no preemptive here. You don't even have to attack. It will kill everyone, but do some damage to the lizard and look for recovery orbs while you're at it so you can heal up. Against Robin, Robin has 4 billion hit points. She'll preemptively give you all tandem orbs, and she'll lock your orbs for 2 turns. She'll attack every 2 turns for 17,800 damage, and on death, she's going to deal 12,000 damage. On turn 1 here, you can use your treasure map Luffy special to kill one of the girls and shuffle your orbs a bit. If you get some recovery orbs, that'll be even better. That's just a little bonus on top. We don't need our treasure map Luffy special again, so we can use it now. And on Robin, we are just going to stall. It is a boring stage. We're going to stay on that Gear 3 Luffy basically the entire time. We're going to be eating as many recovery orbs as we can, and we're going to be trying to keep our health topped off while we stall for our specials and slowly punch down Robin. Just a little punch, a little heal, a little punch, a little heal. That's all we're doing. Once we've got our specials ready and Robin is down for the count, remember that whenever she dies, she is going to deal 12,000 damage on death. So if you kill her with a turn left on the Barto special, then you'll save a little bit of damage there. So I could have killed her on the turn with the Barto special. Actually, no, I can't, because I'm going to, well, it depends on how many recovery orbs you get. Yeah, she's down. We move on to the next stage. On the Bulgogi stage, the Bulgogi here is going to skip his first attack, so we're going to kill all of the wolves around him. They don't really have much health. You'll kill them pretty easily. Just look for more recovery orbs. We're specifically looking for our Barto specials once again. You're going to turn off Gear 4 Luffy. You change back to Gear 3 because we always want the Gear 3. Bulgogi will skip his attack. We look for more recovery orbs to recharge our Luffy and to heal up once again. And we want our health as high as possible, and we want our Barto specials ready because we want to use Barto on Franky. Franky is going to be very, very, very painful to have to deal with. So keeping our health topped off is ideal. And none of our orbs matter on Franky because Franky has 2.9 million hit points. He has a 35 hit barrier and boost defense to absurd amounts for 29 turns. He'll preemptively cut your health by 30% and give you all block orbs. So we are going to use our raid boss Magellan here to start toxicking him and cutting his health down. We're going to kill all the fodder units in the back row ASAP. And then we're just going to stall out Franky. We're going to be using the Coated Sunny to reduce Franky attack. We're going to be using the Barto to reduce Franky attack. And you can turn on and off your Gear 4 Luffy. Remember that if your Luffy Captain turns into Gear 4 Luffy Captain, not even having to use a special, just transforming into Gear 4 Luffy. While he's Gear 4 Luffy, you do have reduced damage taken, so you can use that to reduce damage from Franky by a little bit more at the cost of their chance of getting a recovery orb. So do as you wish. I just find leaving it on Gear 3 and just hoping for more recovery orbs is more convenient. So we'll just look for recovery orbs. Our orbs do not matter. We can just pass a turn. Magellan special will kill him before he attacks us a third time if you've got your Magellan fully leveled up. So that's no worry. Use the Coated Sunny for an attack. And use your Barto for another attack. If your Barto is maxed out, then, or if Barto special is fully recovered, you want to use Barto special first. Otherwise, use the Coated Sunny and see if you can get your fully stage 2 Barto special. Otherwise, just use Barto special for the second attack whenever you can take that. Remember to keep your health topped up more than enough so that way Franky doesn't kill you with the 30,000 damage, reduced by however much damage reduction you have. You can use the Barto whenever Franky's on 2 turns, so that way your Barto will be ready earlier. Because it is a 2-turn damage threshold that Bartolomeo gives us. And look at those great recovery orbs. We'll just keep those for after Franky hits us. Franky attacks, a boop-de-boop-de-boop. And then we just heal up after that. Nice. Lovely. Look at all those recovery orbs that we're not going to need next stage. Stage 9 is going to be very easy, but stage 9 is going to preemptively silence our side characters for 99 turns. So our Barto special is never going to get used again. So I guess really what I said earlier about using Barto special before Sunny doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what order you use Barto and Sunny in. Although use the Sunny first and Barto second, so that way you have more health coming out of this stage. Strategy. So below 50%, Frankie enrages, but Magellan's going to kill him, so who cares? He's dead. Bye-bye. Stage 9, just a bunch of fodder units, and a chicken. Silences our Barto. Just kill everybody. You don't even need to look for orbs or anything on this stage, since Luffy is going to shuffle our orbs. Really just kill everyone. Kill the chicken. He doesn't have much health. You can transform into Gear 4 Luffy here if you want to, but we don't need to transform. I am looking for orbs because I actually forgot that Luffy shuffles orbs. So just pretend like I'm not doing anything here. Just pretend like I'm actually just killing this basilisk chicken. It's a basilisk, it's a chicken, it's a basilisk chicken. Yeah, Zeenigami of past. You're gonna get your orbs shuffled, man. You don't get to keep them. Look, I changed into Gear 4 Luffy because I'm ready to fight. And fight I do. Boss Luffy has 4.75 million hit points. He preemptively prevents delay, he cuts your health by 50%, and he'll shuffle all of your orbs. Orb shuffle, right? No point in looking for orbs. He's going to attack every turn for 17,000 damage, and below 20% he's going to attack for 53,000 damage. Here you've got a few options. If you do not get the matching orb on your Luffys, you could use your treasure map Luffy special here to look for a matching orb, and use your kid. You're gonna using all specials and one of your Luffy specials here. Ideally, you'll be using your Change Gear 4 special with a bunch of matching orbs and killing Luffy, but if you get really bad orbs, then you can use Treasure Map Luffy special, use the affinity boost to help you get through this damage. But you definitely need to have orbs on both of your Luffys. If you have your Gear 4 special on, you'll do way overkill damage to kill the boss Luffy. And then you'll use whichever Luffy special you didn't use there on the revive. So here I use Change Gear 4 Luffy special first, and then Treasure Map Luffy special second, which is ideal, because he does not have as much health after revive, so we don't need as big of a burst. Take him out. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.